It's in the game. It's the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings, and it's all up next.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. To return is Jermichael Hasty. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And this is the opportunity Sam Darnold's been working for. I mean, to resurrect his career after some struggles early on in New York. He's had a bit of a mixed bag, but there is no mistaking the physical talent, the arm strength, the ability to play quarterback at a high level. He has it all. There's a reason he was drafted where he was, Mike, and I think Minnesota has themselves a sleeper here at the quarterback position.
He'll look deep, left sideline. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Third and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll put Addison in motion. They run on the jet sweep, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. To try and run for the 1st down with Jones. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Off the play fake, it's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. From out of the gun, here's May. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Second and 7. The motion man here is Bourne. Throwing on second down, May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. Now a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's May. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He'll find his man, that's Kendrick Bourne. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd and long, here's May. He's got Douglas going deep. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got a receiver, it's Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Darnold again. Here comes the screen to Jones. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd and a yard, here's Darnold. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Back deep for New England, Demario Douglas. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Patriots offense going to take over just before the half. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll take this forward for about 5. So no scoring as of yet. Nothing here at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. Not too much to show you in terms of scoring plays. In fact, there's nothing to show you. A scoreless tie here at the half. Both of these defenses have been outstanding thus far.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing, Darnold. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll put Addison in motion. On the ground now with Jones. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second down and 8. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now, May. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A run here with Stevenson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. On play action, here's May. That's caught by Bourne. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's May. A throw on the move is caught.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. So 3 quarters yet to deliver a breakthrough. It is still 0-0. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2. Running is Akers. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Akers. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll put Addison in motion. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete, but as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And that'll be batted down and incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
Open man, right side. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Darnold to throw again. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On the ground, it's Akers. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll put Addison in motion. Here's Akers. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Important punt here in this tie game late. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Stephon Gilmore there defensively to break it up.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time.
That ball intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Akers. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here comes 2nd down. Akers. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll stick to the ground. New England going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd down. Throwing now is May. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the Vikings. One field goal accounted for all of the scoring. Hold on for a 3-0 victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.